Okay, this is a 2004 Acura, and it's my neighbor's vehicle. The issue he's having is there's a loud noise underneath the hood. This one is pretty obvious. You open up the hood, you can hear it's coming from the power steering pump. The bearing inside that has failed. So I could tell, but if you're not sure, you could take a long extension and hold it up to each component on the engine and listen to it, and it isolates the sound and sends it down that extension. So you could pinpoint where the sound is coming from. Also, another thing you could do is remove the accessory drive belt, and if the noise goes away, you know there's an issue with a pulley, there's an issue with the alternator. You just gotta narrow it down from there. Also, another thing you want to do is take your new part, line it up, and make sure that it fits and it looks the same before you start, damaging it, putting it on the vehicle, trying to put it on the vehicle, ripping things apart. So you want to make sure you have the right part. All right, the first thing you want to do is remove the serpentine belt. And I got this from AutoZone. I rented it because I lost all the pieces on mine. This one I rented for $60, and you can return it, get your money back. I don't think I'm going to return this one. I'm probably going to keep it because I like it. But if you cannot find the tensioner, what you could do is you could grab that belt and give it a pull, and you can see which pulley moves when you pull on it, and that's going to be your tensioner. Another tip when taking off parts on a vehicle is look at the new one and see where the mounting bolts are, so you're not trying to search around for a mounting bolt. First thing we got to do is take off these bolts. 8mm. Oh, I got another 10mm. I got an 8. All right, now that I got the right size, right tool, you can just zip them right off. One is an 8. And you might want to put a bucket underneath. It does leak a little bit. But I don't have a bucket. This is city sidewalk, so that's their problem. So what I noticed that this pulley is in the way for the bottom motor bracket for me. I don't want to mess with it. So I'm going to take off this wheel. Well, when I take it off the wheel, the nut is stuck. So we have to use some heat and torch it a little bit and get it so loose so it can come out of there. So they say if it's liquid, it ain't stuck or something like that. Just hold it on there, hold the torch on there when you try to break a nut loose until that thing is glowing cherry red. Now we got it good and hot. Stick your poker stick in there so it doesn't turn, and right off. Before I couldn't even get that thing to budge. But heated it up, she comes right off. And the nice thing about this pulley is once you get that nut loose, it looks like this pulley will pry right off. So you don't need a special tool. Now you're probably wondering, Spencer, how do you have a torch set if you're a mobile mechanic? Well, they sell these at your local gas station. You get these for like $500. Unfortunately, it's $60 to refill, but they last a while. You gotta have them in Michigan. So we got that nut off. Let's give it a couple gentle whacks. And it come right off, and guess what? The motor mount is in the way. But that moved it forward enough where I think I could get a wrench in there and get that bottom mounting bolt off. So I can't get a socket underneath there. I have to use a wrench to get the bottom one. It's gonna be slow. You get loose enough you can get with your fingertips. Just don't drop it. All right, I got the 2 bolts out. I should just pull right out of it. Oh, don't do what I just did. Drop. It was, well, it looks like it was sealed to this. What happened was the bearings just came apart on this. You can see from the new one, that's what fell. So when you're putting the pulley back on the new one, make sure that the dimple is facing inward. I forgot, but if you look at it, if you ever forget, you can see that the old one has that washer marker where the nut was, and it lines up perfectly. So if you ever forget, take your old nut, line it up here, and if it matches up there, you know, more than likely that's the side, the outer side. So we got the new pulley on. I'm not gonna tighten it down all the way because I want to be able to move it back and forth, and you have to have it on or it's not gonna fit over that motor mount. Let's see here. I gotta find the right side up right here and slide it right in. Get the belt out of the way. Pretty easy job actually. Hook up your hoses and okay, now that we got our tools picked up, the belt, you know, the belt back on, the fasteners on, mounting bolts tight, topped off the fluid. What we gotta do is purge out the lines and purge out the pump. And what I found the best way to do this is just start it and let it run for about 5 minutes. I found that if you move the wheel back and forth, you know, full left and full right, it introduces more air into the system and it gets aerated. And then if you look into the reservoir, you see a whole bunch of bubbles forming, and you know that's mainly due because of the movement of the wheel. So if you just leave it running, the pump's gonna work, it's gonna do its thing, it's gonna circulate fluid, and then maybe move the wheel back and forth every 5 minutes. You don't need to be doing it continually. So we started the vehicle, and this particular pump, it didn't even make any winding noise right off the bat. Sounds great. It's not making that weird, terrible noise, the bearing filling. So this is my neighbor. I'm only charging him $80, so he's gonna have a $200 bill. But you could charge someone for this job, you know, $150 to $200 easy, and it's a pretty easy job. It takes about 30 minutes. And it's money in your pocket.